Jubilee celebrations, and managing to literally sail right behind us. And to get the real flavour of the remarkable atmosphere here, let's go to
Nicholas
Pegues,
Pegues
who is buried somewhere in the massive, the bowels of this vast crowd. Max.
We're beneath you somewhere, but check out the crowd going that way. All 7 miles of river, I have to say, have been backed up like this all the way along. They've had to stop crowds coming in. Having a good time, guys? The Gloriana's just gone by, and then we've got all the rowing boats coming across at the moment. This is the final section, really, but everyone's really waiting for the Queen's barge. She's going to moor just down there by that army ship, and then she's going to watch it all go by. You all set to see the Queen? They've been waiting a long time, it has to be said, Piers. They've had to get in very early. How early did you get here? 8 o'clock. They're dedicated friends.
So incredibly dedicated. It's amazing, all these kids. You know, I was at Hamley's toy store, world-renowned toy store, the other day, and I was talking to an 8-year-old, and I said, who was the only other reigning monarch, you know, who reached the Diamond Jubilee here? And he said, absolutely, it was Queen Victoria. Yeah. 8 years old, he knew. As we keep looking at live pictures, I want to bring in both of our guests here, Dickie Arbiter, former Buckingham Palace spokesman, all the way from 1988 to 2000. Welcome to you.
Thank you.
And Idia Hicks, Princess Diana's bridesmaid, and your mother was the Queen's lady-in-waiting, and we'll get into all those points.
You were one of Princess Diana's bridesmaids.
Brooke said that.
I said that. Way to pay attention, Morgan.
Well, you've been
Thank
drowned
you,
out
India.
Been drowned out by the noise behind us. Look at these scenes.
Here's my question for Dickie. As we look at these pictures and you see the Queen looking so regal at the front of the Spirit of Chartwell, looking at all these onlookers in London, potentially 1 billion eyes on her around the world. You knew her for years. What must be going through her head?
I think she's totally overwhelmed by what's happening.
You do?
Yeah, you can imagine 1,000 boats, and she hasn't seen this many boats in any one place since 1953, since the coronation, the Spithead Review, when we really had a big Royal Navy. But this was completely overwhelming. Not only are there 1,000 boats on the river, there are tens of thousands of people lining the river. And we've heard the crowd here, we've seen them waving flags. I think we're overwhelmed as much as she is.
Does she get nervous, the Queen? I mean, she's attended 60 years of celebratory events, not quite on this scale, but from your knowledge of them, would she be feeling nervous today?
No, she wouldn't be feeling nervous, but she'd be overwhelmed because seeing so many people, seeing this enthusiasm, you know, we're told time and time again by the critics that the monarchy should go, the Republicans should want to have a say.
You're watching pictures here of the
Coronation
coronation.
1953.
1953. Now, Dickie, you actually watched that. You were
I watched that on television, on a screen about that big. It was very black and white.
Nicholas Pegues.